love weirdos coming to your city, sending bass into your earlobes like your bleached out hairdos. We glowing in the dark, got the spark, about to flare the fuse. That's just how we do. To Geronimo, parachute, skydiving off your parents' roof. Saw the magician's assistant in half like who the are you? Who the are you? Who the are we? We be the dudes who just come over to water the lawn. We don't say hi, we just come over to walk your dog. We nice like that, we super nice like that. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now.
Hello, everybody.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
And so much of today's football goes back to the old West Coast offense and scripting plays to start. Sometimes you script to attack. Sometimes you script to find out information. In this case, they got both. They attack for a big game, and they have information that tells them we might want to come back to that play later. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be 50. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And the defense has got it in their end zone, and that script may have just saved this ball game for Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
That draw play got blown up by the blitz of the defense. Ordinarily, that's exactly what you want. You want them to blitz and they go past you and you go past them for a big gain. But in this situation, they hit him at the worst possible spot. Right exactly where you were running the draw, and he got in there and got him.
A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
On 2nd down, Ryan. His throw incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it's 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. On 3rd down, Ryan. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. On second down, here's Ryan. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his tight end, Tammy. Touchdown, Falcons. Jacob Tammy from 8 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They go play action here on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tammy, there. And that'll bring up second down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Here's Ryan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of the Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up and making sure it was a catch.
Again, Ryan. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And he puts it through. As a former DB, you might not like this. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. This complete to Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Danny Shelton in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that plan any down.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they control the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs. and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball,
1 quarter remains in Super Bowl 51. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up...
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I'm not sure they could have had a better call there for the defense. Blitz was called, and they're setting up for a draw. When you're blitzing, you're likely to beat them to the punch because they're going to take a little extra time to set up. Talk about the offensive line. In this case, you'll get them to the backfield before they can get set up.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Around 2 minutes to go, and if the D can hold them, that'll end this one.
We always think about the offense attacking. In this case, I'm looking for the defense to do the same.
Third and 2, now Ryan. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he... Atlanta now coming out on the field. Back to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
It'll go as a gain of 12, and it'll give the Falcons a first down. And quickly, they get to the line. He's back to throw.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. So an important try here from Matt Bryant. This to tie things up in the final minute. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. How about this? The dog pound gets the crowd. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gunn signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.